I'm really sorry about how it has ended. I wish the very best for your business. So this is a story I wanted to share with you guys because it has been a great learning opportunity for me. A very difficult learning opportunity actually, and it is about a client work that I did recently. I worked with a big named ice cream brand. I do not intend to share their name because I'd not stoop that low. I worked with them for a packaging project where they had two different varieties of ice creams. One was gourmet and one was regular flavors, and they wanted the wrappers designed for their ice cream cones. And what really happened in this scenario was they really liked the packaging I designed for the regular ice cream flavors, but they did not like the design that I created for the gourmet one, which is fine. But the problem was, usually with my clients, I try to go deep into what the problem is and I try to ask them what exactly is not working, and I gave them 2-3 options and they still were not able to tell me what exactly was not working. They just kept saying, I don't know, it doesn't feel right, it doesn't sit well, it doesn't feel like us. And it just was so difficult. Even though we did a detailed discovery call, even though we tried to do everything right, the only answer I kept getting from the client was that I'm not feeling it, it doesn't feel like us. It was a project that was supposed to last for 2 weeks or 3 weeks. When the end of the project was coming, the client had already made 2 installments of the payment. Usually it's 3 installments, which is divided between through the projects. When the client was not satisfied still, I told them that, hey, if it's not working, I've tried my best, I've tried to give you the result that I think really fits into this timeline, that really fits into this requirements that you have given. I think it solves all the problems that your previous packaging was having, and it is an upgrade definitely. But if you're still unsatisfied, then maybe you can hold the final payment because you're not satisfied with the result. But the business owner, the CEO of this brand, told me that no, I want to give you the payment, I just don't want to hold it, that won't be fair, I'll make the payment. And he also wanted to work with me on a different project for which, when I quoted a price, they were not comfortable with the price, and I also told them that I cannot finish it within the timeline, so they let it go. After that, I tried to follow up with this client because he was the single point of contact with me. The CEO was the only person I was talking to. I tried to tell them that, hey, the payment has not come through. Is there any blocker? Is there something you need? This is something I do not do at all in my business, where I hand over the final files before the final payment has come through. But because this person was a little dissatisfied and he just said, hey, can you just send me the files that you have created? Maybe we'll do something with it and we'll take care of it through our internal team. And I was like, fine, because they were dissatisfied with it, because they were not actual final files. It just didn't occur to me that I need to hold it back. And because the client had already made first 2 payments, I did not think that it was necessary for me to hold back the money. After that final call, when I told them, hey, the last payment is still due, the client said on it, and there was no response, no payment coming through for another 3-4 days. And there was a Saturday, Sunday between it, so I just let it pass. And then I again reminded him, and for a whole week there was no response. Suddenly, like 4-5 days further later, the client responded saying, hey Jayashree, the payment will come through, I'm on a leave and I'm back on Monday, upcoming Monday. I'll make sure the payment happens, please don't worry. To which I responded that, hey, thanks for reverting, I thought there was a misunderstanding between us, gladly please take your time. And usually I do not give this time as well to my clients, because there is a clause in my contract that I create for all my clients that the payment has to come through within 3-4 days. Otherwise, the whole working will be shut down and there is no work left to do for my end. So I did not have a choice, but I had to let go. I'm actually pissed more at myself that I did not follow through with the clauses I put in the contract, which I should have. And because I didn't, there are these problems that I was facing. And further, 4-5 days later, this client again did not respond, which was strange because he voluntarily sent me a message again saying that, hey, the payment will come through. I kept following up, few more days, no response whatsoever. He was not responding to my message. There was a very deep, vulnerable message I sent him that, hey, I'm getting very uncomfortable asking you for money, and I know you are a busy person. Because you had told me that you do not want to withhold the last payment, I just wanted to ask you about this. If you're still dissatisfied and that's why you're holding back the payment, that's fine, just give me a closure of some kind. To which again there was no response. And because I needed this closure for myself and I needed this chapter to end, however, just it had to end. What I did was I sent him a final message saying that, hey, this is the last time I'm reaching out to you, and it is unfortunate that our relationship has soured so much that you are not even able to respond to my messages, and I'm really sorry about how it has ended. I wish the very best for your business. And that's all I sent, and I stopped thinking about it after that. I think from this experience, what I'm thinking is that I should be just more rigid with the contract that I created. Speaking of contracts, it is something that I created for all my fellow designers. It has about 20 clauses, which is taking care of all the basic stuff like number of revisions, due dates, everything that you would think is a problem that you need to discuss with the client is all covered there. You could just give them pre-decided number of revisions, pre-decided number of dates, when will the payment have to come through, how soon after the payment will the work start, how soon after the payment will the final files be delivered. Everything is covered there. If you are not able to have a conversation about this with your client, then go ahead and purchase this from my shop. The link is in the description below, and give it a try. Honestly, this is a very contrasting video because I did not follow through with my contract for once. My own contract has taught me a lesson that I need to be a little bit more disciplined in my business. And it's not like I'm saying that all clients are evil. It's just that having these in place allows you to have a safe running situation. You won't have to go through this bitterness later, if at all that happens. And mostly once the clients know that these are your terms, they will not throw in any surprises that you do not expect, like a new revision that is not included in the payment plan and everything. And that's the story, you guys. I hope that ultimately this product is useful for you guys, and that's about it. See you guys next time. Bye bye.